strategy session. I am exhausted, but I'm just going to get something quickly to eat, and then we're going to discuss it, how it went. Man, I'm so hungry, man. I have to pick up my Uber Eats delivery. Man, this is going to do the job. After hard strategy session, oh man, I think I well deserve this food. Man, hard work rewards reward. Let's see what I got here, man. Awesome, man, wicked burger. Let's go. Some cheap food fries. I'm not gymming today, but hey, if I was, look how delicious that burger is. Look at that branding. That's marketing. OMG. Just look at that halloumi burger. This is my meal for the day, my cheat meal. Take a look at that, deliciously prepped. Oh my days, where shall I start? Oh man, now I'm back. Had something nice to eat. My dinner, lunch shall I say. Now I'm going to go through the awesome strategy sessions which I had with my clients, which was nothing but amazing. Strategy is always important. We always see this. If you have the right strategy for your business will excel at a phenomenal level and rate. Let's go. Strategy, strategy, strategy. When I was with this client on this coaching, I always give ask them for a revenue projection. And I have an intuitive figure, then we have an outcome figure, which is the potential for earning afterwards. But their revenue projection figure was 100K. 100K. And we always go through the list of things that they have. Some people have a product, service, offer, or program. They had a product and they had a service similar, and they had a program. And then we saw what they needed. You know what I'm saying? This is what you need. This is what they needed in specifically their business of orientation, a sales strategy, marketing, PR, finance, operations, infrastructure, distribution, because they had a product, manufacturing, joint venture partners, what opportunities that existed, and what resources. Let's flash on now onto this side. Basically, my intuitive figure for them, revenue projection, was 700K. I'm gonna come back and tell you why. They said 100K, I intuitively said I had a revenue projection of 700K, and here's why. Here's their products that they had in a mix. They had hair oils, beard butters, creams, accessories, facial oils, body rubs, sea mosks. They had a whole product range. All that was asset. And then their setup structure was they had a community organization, you know what I'm saying? X community, and had XYZ company. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, they were funneling everything for their company. You know what I'm saying? But then I did tell them before, I've been working with this client for some time, to set up a social enterprise. They had 4 programs, you know what I'm saying? One was a self care program, and they've got 3 additional other programs. So it just happens though, with the strategy that I told them, they believed in the strategy, and they've secured 10K. They secured 10K. Thus far, through their community organization, what did they do? Now, they secured 10K. Now, they've got a revenue of funding coming in, finance coming in, you know what I'm saying? So then, at this stage, this is where they're at real now. Normally, sometimes I do strategy, people haven't done none of this. I'm working with this client, so we're working with them through this whole strategy. Ain't it amazing? So this is where they're on right now. But this is what we had a strategy meeting for, to project the whole strategy. But basically developing a model. So they've got these programs here already, but developing a model. You know what I'm saying? Develop a model which would consist of a funnel. This is a 6-week program. They deal with health and care. They deal with health, so skincare, women's and men's. So I said, propose to them an idea that if they develop a free guide, like 7 tips how to beautify yourself for women, and a replica of that for men, then they have a webinar promoting the 6-week program. So the guide will go out and reach over 500 to 1,000 plus people, and then they promote a webinar at $97. And in that webinar, that program will be a 6-week program. It consists of like training manuals, self-help guides, coaching as well, a journal what they can use, and outside that, then they drop into the upsells. Is they've got original products that they'll recommend. They've got a daily routine product. They got a double cleanse program product for $48. The daily routine program was $40. So they bundle it together. At the end of the program, they generate an extra 80k. They haven't even gone to the shop yet. You know what I'm saying? Boom, just drops into the account. Ain't that beautiful? So let's go. If they double up and do the same thing for the men's, you know what I'm saying? Same strategy again. A club. They're developing a club, a members club. This for women, a members club for XY. They double it up, same thing. What happens? That now, if 200 people we said go on there, that equals 20k per quarter. 20k per quarter is so easily done. At the 8k on the back end of the product, that's 28k. Now, that's 200 people. You know what I'm saying? We're about to add a quarter. 200 people, that's 800 people. But we like to supersonic things. So now, if they take 2k from their organization, loan it to this side of the company, now they can start running traffic. If they run ads, a 2-week video on YouTube, it sees 500,000 people, 10% of that, sorry, 0.2% of that, which is 10,000 people. We're putting that strategy on steroids now. 10,000 people, go and download the guide. Ain't that awesome? Out of that guide, 2,000 people go onto the webinar and take that product. Now that 2,000 people, 500 people a quarter, you can break it down, equals to 194k. We just created money out of thin air. Ain't that beautiful? Now that 148k, add 80k of their products in the backline. They've got their backline products. The daily routine, and these are gift boxes with products in from their business. Ain't that so awesome? Now they've just created additional 540k. 540k. Half of that from the men's club, half of that from the women's club. They've got 500k to pump back into their business. We're just getting warming up. Remember, they've got their original store. Let's go back to the original store. The original store is selling products. They were doing like 4 sales on each one of those products, which was giving them an estimate of only 2,300k, 2,300 pounds a month. Times that by 12, which is not even much, is 27k. And they're not running no ads. This is just general store sales. What they're doing, general store sales. So that's 27k. So that 27k, if we times that 27 by k, what figure did we arrive? Actually, I believe, yeah. No, that was at 25k. That was 27k for the year. So bang, we times that by 4, bang, and we got 112k for the year from the general store. What they're doing now. Now we want to speed it up. They're getting retail. They have one retail store. For that one retail store, they're selling the 4 products. They've got 2 best-selling products. And the 2 best-selling products are XYZ. But those 2 best-selling products came to they were making 768k. So 700, only 708 pounds. This is realistic. One store, and that comes to 5,700 pounds for the year. So we said you're making 700 to 800 pounds a month. With a few products in one store, times that by year was come to approximately 5,700. So we said if you're doing that one store, we're going to reproduce that same strategy and go and get 10 stores. 10 stores equal 5,307. That's what we've got 10. Then we want to double it to 100 stores. Now 100 stores brings in 537k. Bang, we adapt to the bottom line now. More revenues pumping up. How do they get to this figure? Number one, they have to go and contact 100 stores. 100 stores, that's their sales strategy. Someone on the phone, send the product, liaising 100 stores there. And so that is how we're scaling. People have businesses, but sometimes they don't know how to scale. Bear with me, I'm speaking very fast because a lot of activity is happening. So bang, that's another $500,000 back in the bag. You see what I'm saying? And their revenue projection was 100K. Bear in mind, revenue projection. We already surpassed it. You know what I'm saying? So now we go on to the next aspect. We was talking about if now they go to major, these are independent retailers. If they go to major independent stores, major stores, shall I say, stores like Boots, Sephora, and Sainsbury's, and just with the goal only to sell 10,000 units. That's 5,000 each of their best product, which they've tested in the low independent stores. That equals 120K. 120K per product. Times that by 2, that's 240K, £1,000 in the retail stores. The majors only doing 10,000 units, and 10,000 units is not much. Some of these stores, they've got like 700 stores. Imagine 700. Sainsbury's got over 700 stores. Boots have got approximately over 200 stores. Sephora has got 8 stores. So with only doing 5,000 units each of each product, which is 10,000, they succumb to 220K. We times that by 4, because they could do that a quarter, that's 660K a quarter hitting their bottom line. Bang. I want to bear in mind, this is revenue projection. We haven't taken into consideration packaging, costs of goods, costs, but we always want to go, as I said, for a revenue margin of 20%. So what is that? We're going to say the revenue margin is 20%. Now, what was so interesting, when the client walked through the door, bang, their revenue projection was 100K. This is what I pulled out the bag through a strategy session. So this is what we got. Their first option was that they could pull out 144K. So that was their projection. When we've done the math, they pulled out from their store, from independent retailers, and the first program, option 1, they could achieve 144K. It's easy. Option 2, if they continue growing, they can achieve, where is it? 580K. This is including their membership and their independent stores. Now this is where things get really interesting. If they scaled with ads, they could reach 1.1 million pounds. 1.1 million pounds if they scaled with ads. What gets more interesting, right? Now, if they scaled with the majors, they scaled with another traffic source, they could reach 1.7 mil. This is important of a strategy. They just saw themselves only making 100K. Imagine only 100K. We just pulled that 1.7 mil out of the back. Bottom line, this is the important of strategy. Not only that, if the company makes 1.7 mil a year, on the market of business valuations, they normally say a company is worth 10 times the operating cash flow or revenue of that business. So they would have a business worth 17 million. A business valuation of 17 million. Ain't that phenomenal? This is why you need to book a strategy session with me. You know what I'm saying? So this is how we expedite your success. Be clear. And they saw where they were lacking, what they didn't have in their sales. They didn't have a sales strategy. They had a semi-marketing strategy. They didn't have no PR strategy, finance operations strategy. They didn't have an operations strategy. Did not have an infrastructure strategy. They had like tiny distribution. They don't have a manufacturing. They had JV partners, 1 or 2, but we said we grow that list. If we get more JV partners, your business would do phenomenal. And this is why I say all businesses will grow and excel if they have an appropriate strategy. Strategy is above all important. If your goal is to make like anything up to 100K, and I could show you how to flip that into 1.7 million and then flip your company to have a company valuation of 17 million, I'm sure you'll be happy. So this is a summary. This is what I do all day, every day. I love giving strategy sessions, coaching businesses, helping entrepreneurs go. When is it gonna be your turn?